Hey everybody, and welcome back. And today we have an update from none other than Variety on the ongoing saga between Paramount and Warner Brothers and the state's attorneys general who are trying to block the merger. So, what is David Ellison's breaking point? It could cost him billions more than he's willing to pay based on what's going on right now. So here's the scoop. They have a trial date. The trial date is set for March 2nd, 2027. So a long way away. And on Paramount's Q2 earnings call, Ellison expressed confidence that the Warner Brothers deal would ultimately close and said that the company is absolutely open to finding a solution out of court, while also believing it will win in court. But see, right now there's no gain to be had from the state's attorney generals dealing. They're ready to go to court, and it looks like Ellison is also ready to go to court. So the article also notes there's a pain point in the merger where the parties decide they can't continue fighting, basically when it would cost too much money. And so they're trying to figure out what is the threshold for Ellison. At what point does he walk away because it's just too expensive? Now, remember, Ellison's already paid $2.8 billion to Netflix to just walk away from competing. And he's promised to pay Warner Brothers shareholders $7 billion, even if the deal falls through. That's crazy. And there's this ticking fee thing that starts on October 1st, where they're going to pay an additional $7 million a day. $7 million every day to the shareholders. Now, I don't know if if the deal falls through that they still pay that, but it says until the deal closes. So think about it. October, that's what? October, November, December, January, February, March. And if the trial ends in March, that's 6 months. 6 months at $7 million a day. That's insane. I mean, that's wow. Can you imagine having that much money and just being like, yeah, this is what we're going to do? So yeah, Paramount has already agreed to pause the merger until after the trial or June 1st next year. So I guess if somehow the trial stretched out past March of next year, or there were appeals and things weren't going through, they would still pay that ticking fee until June. I mean, that's insane. That's almost 9 months of $7 million a day. Can you imagine? Also, one of the other points the AGs have is they're worried about CBS News and CNN being independent. And they said there was a chance that that they could negotiate on that. But again, there's no reason for the state AGs to negotiate right now, because it would look like they were cozying up to the Ellisons, and the Ellisons are very closely tied to the Trump administration because Larry Ellison and Donald Trump are buddies. So it's not a good look for them, basically, to back down now. So they're not going to. And the Ellisons want this deal to go through. And it was said that David Ellison, when he originally bought Paramount, was hoping to buy another company to have this like mega media corporation, like an Amazon or a Netflix. So I think that was the goal or the intent the whole time. Must be nice to have your dad just like buy you giant companies. I just can't fathom. But the amount of power and the amount of money that would generate would be insane if it actually went through. So what do you think about all this? Do you think that the money is just going to keep draining from the Ellisons, and at some point they're going to have to like put their hands up and be like, this is too much, we're walking away? Because remember, Larry Ellison, who's the founder of Oracle, I think his net worth went up to like 300 million when Oracle's stock went up a few months ago, but now it's come back down, and I think he's only worth 181 billion. Only 181 billion. But there's a lot of money tied up in this deal, and I believe he proposed think 20 or 40 billion dollars to go along with the deal, something like that. So I doubt Oracle's going out of business anytime soon, but it's a large chunk of money. Yeah, Larry Ellison personally guaranteed 46.7 billion toward the mega deal. I mean, that's almost a quarter of his net worth. Yeah, so it's not chump change. So what do you think? Do you think Ellison or the Ellisons will eventually just throw their hands up and walk away from this, or do you think it's going to go to court in March and it's going to be a slugfest then? Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you all on the next one.